sing it high, I can sing it low. I can tell you everything that you would like to know. Catch me in the sky, resting on that road. I can tell you every little thing that you would ever like. That I'll be in the summertime breeze if you need me. Yeah, go ask my moms if you don't believe me. Yeah, just open up and receive us. She's singing, yeah, 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 yeah. I can sing it high, I can sing it low. I can tell you everything that you would like to know.
Woo! Happy Friday, everybody. How are we doing out there? How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Yeah, it's a good day.
It's a good day for sure. It's your birthday, right?
It is. It sure is.
Well, happy birthday. So it's my co-host Coco's birthday today, and no better artist to be joined by on her birthday than the amazing Chelsea Wild. In addition to Dutch Carson, we got Minor Birds here. How we doing?
Woo!
Doing well. We're actually almost birthday twins. My birthday was on Tuesday.
Oh, nice. Happy belated birthday.
Oh my goodness.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Well, I feel like Dutch will definitely have to dedicate a birthday song towards the end of today's session.
To all of us.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
And today is National Smile Day.
Ooh.
And I think there's no better day to want to crack a smile than on a Friday.
On a Friday with some wine in your hands.
We made it through the week.
And some good music on the way.
Oh, and you've got some jam over there, do
Nice.
I do.
All right.
I do.
Perfect. Well, I can't remember when I last interviewed you, Chelsea. Was this like, it was at least 3 months ago, right? Or 2?
I believe so. At least I'm going to say 3 because I think we've been in Tahoe for 2 now. So I think it was a little bit before we came up here.
Okay. Well, things have changed a little bit because I've kind of established myself with what I now refer to as the anti-boozy jokes, like the drunk aunt that shows up at Thanksgiving with the champagne and the pie. So that's my style of jokes rather than what I used to refer to them as, which is the dad jokes, because I was like, oh, well, no, I'm more of the anti-boozy. So
You're not a dad.
Nope. And so over the course of this next hour, in between songs, when I do bring up an anti-boozy joke, and you can feel free to bring in whatever you have in terms of jokes too, but you've got to take a sip. And I know you're fully stocked over there, Chelsea. So.
Oh, shoot. All right.
Well, if you just want to kick it off.
Actually crack it open.
Perfect.
Nice. Isn't it great to recap? It's just like so convenient and easy.
It's
the
perfect.
best.
Yeah, I can just open it, take a swig, super classy.
I mean, yeah, right? Might as well.
Well, I'll join you.
Anti-boozy Chelsea is about to come out.
Love it.
Love it.
So, Chelsea, you're kind of like a poet, basically, in terms of your songwriting. You're multi-instrumentalist and just ultra talented person. So how do poets tend to say hello? We're starting early.
Sure. We're starting early. I didn't get enough. This auntie did not get enough boozy to answer. How do poets say hello?
Hey, haven't we metaphor?
Oh man.
I'm sorry.
That is hilarious. Okay.
Aunties get more groans than dad, apparently.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Oh, all right. So have you been working on anything new that you'd want to share with?
I have been, actually. I did just write a new, I tend to write the murder ballads. So
Love that.
I just wrote a new one. I think actually I've probably written a couple new ones since I last played with you guys, but I wrote one recently about 2 weeks ago. Murder ballads. So people always look at me really weird or like that they're scared of me when I'm like, yeah, here's a murder ballad. But actually, well, they're a huge part of like British and Irish culture, but also American culture. It kind of carried over the sea at like hangings and different things. That's basically how the history of a crime came down, was written. Like minstrels would be at the hangings with manuscripts of like songs about what this person had done. So you have all these old ballads, like, and even stuff like Cowboy's Lament, or like even All My Darling Clementine is in that similar vein. So
like,
you had
oh my
all of these
darling,
songs.
oh my darling.
Yeah. And it's like in that song, she ends up, she drowns and she dies. And the guy's like, cool, I'm going to go get another wife. So it's like, it's still in the same vein. Yeah.
Wait, so like Ring Around the Rosies, technically that? I know that was about the like Black Plague, but.
Similar. Yeah, similar. It's the same kind of idea. It's just like song being, kind of the history teller. It's
That's amazing.
Cool.
Yeah, and we don't even realize it. So I've heard all these stories that aren't really known, that haven't really like stuck in history, and they're super interesting to me. So I just wanted to kind of bring them back out, whether they had a previous song or not.
That's fantastic.
And there's so many things like that you grow up as a kid, like Ring Around the Rosies or Oh My Darling Clementine, like you hear it and you sing
Hush-a-bye baby,
you don't even realize, you don't even realize until you get older. Same with like Disney movies and like princess movies,
all the
and you're
fables,
just like,
they're all messed up.
What?
They have really messed up endings for real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have one of those songs too. I have a Hans Christian Andersen
I love it.
song about the Tin Soldier, so maybe I'll do that later.
Cool. Well, whatever you want to kick us off with would be great.
Okay, I will start with a new one. If I forget words, it's 2 weeks old. So.
This is a live
stream. This is called Isle of Shoals. It's about a murder / attempted murder outside of Maine. A fisherman went to work. A young fisherman went to work for this man who was Norwegian. He had a boat, and his wife and 2 sisters lived with him on this island. And he went to work, and this young man who had lived with them before actually came and tried to steal money, and woke up one of the women, and during this whole event ended up killing 2 of them while one of them escaped. So it's a pretty intense story, but I wrote a song about it called Isle of Shoals. Who worked on the sea from the dawn of the sun till the moon he would see, carefully building a life for me on the Isle of Shoals. He met a young man so tall and so strong, they were like brothers. Not after long, the young Lewis would kill for the price of a song on the Isle of Shoals. Ooh, oh, While my husband and brothers worked on the boat, down the mighty Piscataqua young Lewis would float to leave a rich man from an isle remote on the Isle of Shoals. So let the Clarabella run aground, and let all his dirty deeds be found, with I and my sisters asleep in the bed. The young man came in this night filled with dread, left one of us running and 2 of us dead on the Isle of Shoals. I burst open the doors and ran through the mud as he ate his dinner all covered in blood. Oh, the Isle. So lie there, another, my golden doll. Upon your halo you softly did fall, but I still hear your screams upon the squall in the eye of shore. On the sea, from the dawn of the sun till the moon you would see, but our life of happiness will never more be on the Isle of Shores.
Woo!
Woo, good job.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Cheers. That was Chelsea Wild, everybody. And the name of that song you just heard, Isle of Shoals, if I'm not mistaken. I tried to spell it and write it down, but I kind of just went with my first instinct on how to spell it. Is it SCHOLLS? Isle of Shoals?
I just tapped it in the chat. SHOALS.
Okay. I'll just have to correct that on my notepad in a sec. You think I'm kidding? You think I'm kidding? So a crow was arrested actually under suspicion of being involved in a murder, apparently. And I guess the judge just threw out the case because the judge said he had just cause.
But
Just gonna take it.
Yep, just take the drink. It'll make it a little easier as the next hour goes on. Oh.
So Chelsea, how did you come up? What inspired you to come up with writing murder ballads and sexy funeral music, as it says on your website? Because that's fascinating. I think it's fascinating.
The sexy funeral music just came about because I started as a classical pianist, so my vibe has always been like these kind of darker Baroque kind of undertones. And then, I don't know. I just, that's a good question. I don't know. I've always looked at like the dark. Nick Cave has a quote about how, artists can't really understand the light unless they dabble in the dark a little bit. And I feel like that's really true. And so I think a lot of my stuff comes from, these dark times in my life that I somehow would latch onto these darker stories, but they would end up being brighter, at least to me. I don't know if they are to anyone else. Probably everyone else is like, this is really dark and depressing. But
Oh, I love it.
I feel good now.
No, and it's like so vivid, like the imagery and the stories and the characters and just like the scenery that you can paint a picture with lyrics and just like your amazing, delicate. I was telling her, like, you have this amazingly delicate, but also very, very almost, I don't know if this is at all a term, but opera-esque sort of voice. Like you remind me of
Operatic.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
That's the word.
Yeah.
Okay. That's close. But no, and I think when we talked last time, I kind of compared your voice and just your ability to kind of fluctuate your different pitches to like Florence and the Machine, and she's performed at Bottle Rock in the past. And when I saw her live, it's like the same sort of, I know there's a word for it, but I always forget, like the chills that you get when you watch a musical or artistic performance. There's a word for it. I just can't remember right now.
Yeah.
But you deliver the same sort of energy and like response, at least for me, that I got during that concert. Just very inspiring. Yeah. So you're a fellow Libra, as is she, and then I'm like,
Yes.
I'm the first day of the Virgo, so very close to the Libra sense. And she always says she's like more similar to like the Virgo attributes. I don't know if you feel the same way, but I feel like
I'm actually like super Libra, like apart from like you know, the whole being super materialistic. I think I like got over that. Like that part, I'm just like, I don't feel that anymore. But everything else, I'm like, I'm always like, yeah, I'm 100%,
Awesome.
like Libra. Like September 29th is like, gotta be like this is the most Libra day because I.
Have you looked up like your birth chart and seen like all there is to read about yourself, which is interesting?
I did a long time ago, and I was like, I don't understand this, so I walked away.
There's so much to understand with that. It's crazy, but Sam was fantastic at it.
Nice,
awesome. It's the Virgo in me, the analytical side. But
you might have to translate it for me. Right?
Yes.
And I think
please tell me.
Make sense of it, please.
I think last time we talked about like how you transitioned from being a little more on the like materialistic side to the more minimalistic lifestyle, which I'm like so genuinely jealous of, because I've tried so many times to just declutter, you know, my life, whether it be physical items or just in general, like emotionally speaking. And like, how'd you do that? How'd you go from point A to point B where you're at now?
I don't know. Mine was like a big life change, really, that I wasn't expecting. I guess like I went through, my mom passed away, and she was like a massive hoarder. And so when she passed away, I had all this stuff that I had to deal with. And I feel like that kind of just like flipped a switch where I actually like went full blown opposite to where I'm trying to like balance it out now. Cause I went into like, if I don't use something in 6 months, it's gone. And so I got rid of so much stuff that now I'm at a point where I'm like, oh, like some of it I wish I, you know, had, but that was kind of, you know, it was kind of a massive life event that just kind of flipped a switch in me. And then, you know, now Dutch and I live in a van. So
I love that. I really do. My friends and I have talked about like taking an old school bus and just like stripping it of its contents and then like rebuilding it as an RV style, like road tripping sort of vehicle.
Yeah.
And I would love that, but I don't even know where you would start. Is there like a place online you just look up like
I've seen people do some amazing things.
There's
like,
tons.
Yeah, there's so many on there, and they can do there are some where I'm like, that is nicer than my house.
It would be so cool if you had like 8 people pitch in and like just get it done and get it rebuilt, and it'd be so cool.
Yeah.
Especially as of right now,
tons of resources.
We're all kind of, like, confined to sticking around continentally,
exactly.
without being able to travel, and road tripping to me is like therapeutic. So
although it is, I mean, right now it's a hard time to actually be road tripping as well. So I mean, we're really lucky now being stationary in Tahoe, but it's very difficult even like living van life right now, because it's all about traveling, and if everything's shut down when you're trying to travel and be places, it just it doesn't help. It's like it's good on tour, but when there's nowhere to play, it's
right.
Yeah.
So do you have a song that was kind of inspired by the transition of your lifestyle? Or like a song that you created during that time period?
Sorry, it lagged a little second.
Oh, no, it's okay. I was just asking. So like, what year was it that your mom passed away, if you don't mind me asking?
That was 2008.
2008?
So it's been.
Because, my mom passed in 2012. And so I understand that like crazy feeling of like inheriting things and like having to kind of change your entire persona almost because your mom isn't around anymore. So do you have any music from like around that time frame where you were kind of transitioning your life that you would want to share?
I do, but it's on piano and I'm doing guitar today.
Perfect. Well, let's do something after that then.
Okay, yeah. Let's see. I mean, there is one song that's from around that time period that I could do. It's called Pray. It's on my first album. Dutch is here, and then I'll let him jump on.
the surface. Life remains in the cracks. The sun burns our faces. And the stars are cold on our backs. Turning circles in my eyes, trying to make these feelings alive. Turning circles in my eyes, trying to make these feelings alive. Whoa.
See?
Beautiful. Very beautiful.
Beautiful song. What I always say past tense, but I try and use like present tense when I talk about my mom, like just as the type of woman that she was and is. What is your mother's name?
Joy.
Joy? Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
So we got Joy, and then my mom's name's Donna. So cheers to Joy and cheers to Donna and to all of you watching.
Cheers.
It's been a very difficult year if you've lost anyone this year or in years past. You know, I hope that the reason we do these, I'm gonna.
Got it. Drinks for the moms.
The reason we do these shows in such a seemingly dark time, sometimes it's very important for not only just your mental health, but to kind of break up your day. you need to take some time for yourself and to just remember that there's little things that can be encouraging and can make your day better. Every day isn't going to be easy, but sometimes just little acts of kindness or just little situations like this where you're getting to enjoy some amazing music. Thank you so much, Chelsea. Hopefully drink some nice wine wherever you're at. That's what we're here to do. But not every day is easy. And I know that firsthand. So does Chelsea. So does Coco. We all know this. And so we're just here to hopefully put a little pep in your step today. And hopefully, Chelsea, how's that jam treating you?
It's great. It's so delicious right out of the bottle.
Right?
You should have that on the label. Delicious right out of the bottle. To your lips.
We'll tell our marketing team.
But you truly are like a poet with the way that you can just paint a picture with words and the gentle music, whether it be piano or guitar. And I know earlier on in quarantine, a lot of people were baking sourdough bread. So what do you call bread baked by a poet?
Oh no, here we go. I
need
another swig. I need another swig. I'm still not there.
Yeah.
Please tell me.
This is more just like an excuse for you to just keep drinking, actually, at the end of the day. It's Fri-YAY.
Oh.
Fri-YAY. Instead of poetry. I know it's not very good, but it looks better on paper.
So on that note,
Chelsea's just gonna log off now. Sorry.
No. I'm just gonna switch to Dutch.
Nice.
That was a good one.
You guys did make sourdough. I remember you telling me, right?
We did make sourdough. Yeah. Our bread was awesome. If I just say so myself,
gotta love some good fresh sourdough bread
again. But
now, was it more of the slice style, or like the bread bowl, or like the roll?
We did everything. But yeah, we did everything. We started making little mini bowls to have chowder, which was delicious. But we just did some like big bowls and in various types. Dutch had a really sweet rye recipe, like a rye sourdough that he was working on, and it was really, really good. And then, we just had a normal sourdough, did like an everything bagel, did some stuff with figs and all that good stuff. So hopefully we'll get back to that soon.
If you're out there watching, Chelsea and Dutch and myself and Coco, leave in the comments below what type of bread, if at all, did you bake?
A lot of people.
Did you hop on the bread train at the beginning of quarantine or not? Let us know below. Love to see.
I hopped on eating the bread train.
Mm-hmm.
That's I think we all did that.
Okay, so
COVID-19.
Yeah.
Dutch is here. I'm gonna switch out.
Yeah, I guess instead of, because they always call the like freshmen in college
Freshman
gaining
15.
of pounds, the freshman 15. It's just the COVID-19.
I mean, pretty much. Yeah. Still going. It's not done.
I know. Yeah. Exactly. Oh, so Dutch is just like, we need the drum roll for. There he is.
Hello. Welcome.
Put these on so I can hear you.
Woo. Uh-oh, we're getting low. We might have to
Yeah.
have Miss Birthday Girl pop open a bottle.
Oh, look at what I have right here.
Woo.
Whose birthday is it?
Coco.
Oh, Coco, happy
Good to
happy
see
birthday.
you, Dutch.
Thank you.
So
Yeah,
Coco's
it's good to be back on the show. Oh,
I know.
yeah. Love it.
I was asking Chelsea, like, how long has it been since we last interviewed? And I think it was me, you, and her like 3 or 4 months ago, I want to say.
No way, has it been that long already?
Time flies when you're having fun.
I feel like you guys had just got into Tahoe, or you were like heading there. I don't know.
I think it was just before we moved here.
So how have you been?
Since quarantine, I feel like time is just in fast forward.
I know.
Like
I know. It's like every
just
week.
flies by.
It's crazy. But what's been getting me through is things like this, like these happy hours, and getting to have these like little outlets of mini concerts, and getting my fix of what I would have had if nothing had been canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotta have the live music for sure.
Yeah.
In whatever aspect we can get it these days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And these are a lot of fun.
It's been pretty awesome actually. The last couple of months, we've since we moved out to I took a job out here working in construction. I'm doing restoration work on a resort out here called Sorensen's. It was built in the early 1900s, and there's the third owners. So the original family sold it in the 60s, and then there was a bunch of kind of hippied out people that bought it. They were pretty funny. They built some trippy hippie stuff out in the woods here. It's pretty cool. But we've been fortunate enough to be in the great outdoors, and we get to go fishing every day after work and go on hikes and just be in the fresh air and not have to worry too much about being in too close a contact with people. And
Right.
we have had the opportunity to do some open air shows where there's enough distance and space for a handful of people to come up, and it's so therapeutic. I think for everybody involved, we've had so many people tell us that it's just been such a gap in their lives is not being able to experience live music. It's pretty crazy. I think for a lot of people on a lot of different levels, it's therapeutic for sure.
I think what would be like the coolest new thing is to bring back the holographic visuals of someone performing in like a big, just like close out like a Target parking lot for the night, and like have a local thing that someone's like performing.
Wait, that was a thing?
No, this should be a thing. No, it should be.
Oh, this should be a thing. I was like, holy crap, when did this happen?
Oh, that would be amazing.
I feel like it's the reverse, like Tupac at Coachella. So instead of it being the artist hologrammed in, it's the people hologrammed in for the artist.
I know, like every artist, like I miss hearing just the crowd and like feeling the energy. And it's so true, because like normally you're seeing people putting out their music on like Instagram Live, where you literally are by yourself unless you're collabing with like another artist. And you can see the like emoji of people clapping their hands, but you can't feel the actual energy that is portrayed in a live show. Yeah. So
yeah,
well, I think we're ready. No, go ahead.
When we first started, that was the big thing. There was the massive disconnect. We were in an open room the first show that we'd done, and we'd stop playing. We'd finish a song, and it's just silence. There's no exchange of energy, and that's it's really cool. This is a great way to do it. I really like the platform you guys are using now, and this works nicely.
We'll make sure to clap really loud at the end of every song.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll make up for it. But in the meantime, so Dutch, would you mind, as you get on into it? Okay, perfect. So start with a sip. Here we go.
Yep.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Guys, that is delicious. Oh my goodness.
Good. Would you mind providing us a little snippet of a birthday song in tribute to Coco, to Chelsea, and also the M in Jam Cellars, Michelle? It was her birthday yesterday.
Oh, wow. A birthday song.
A lot of Libras in the house.
Do I know any birthday songs? I once sang Happy Birthday in a minor key, which was really trippy, but I'm not going to do that because I can't remember how it goes. I honestly don't even remember.
What about like In the Club by 50 Cent, but like a different spin-off version of it?
I feel like that's so your jam. That's like
it is.
Yeah, can you tell?
Someone comes in here and it's their birthday. I'm like,
popping
oh snap!
Cent.
I'm putting this song on. I don't care.
Yeah, shit. I don't know. I can't even remember if it starts in D or something. I don't know. We'll get back to that. How about we do that in the next one, and I'll buy some time to figure that out in my head. I can play you one of my songs though.
Sounds good. Sorry, I'm putting you on the spot. What's new?
Yeah, you totally got me. I'm like, nervous. I don't, Chelsea, what should I do to start off with? Yeah, should I start with a bang? All right. This is a song called "Good Old Days." It's about the little neighborhood that I grew up in. Everybody on the block knew each other, and we'd get together during the summer and spring and barbecue together on the weekends, and all the adults would sit in the backyard of the elder on the block. It turned out to be my dad's best friend's father, and he was from the South, so he'd always barbecue up his frog legs, and they'd sit in the back and get drunk while us kids would run around the block and play tag and do silly things like that. So this is about those days. Take me back to the good old days, neighborhood barbecues and frog legs, climbing up trees and running amok, hide and seek in the back of my dad's truck. I love it all back. We always wish that we were older. Now that we are, everything's so much colder. Take me back to the good old days. Watch my folks get loose-tongued again. Didn't take long for the booze to kick in. And the dirty jokes I was too young to understand. You didn't hear from me, young man. I'd laugh it off and play it cool, but the teacher wasn't laughing when I taught him at school. We always wish that we were older. Now that we are, everything's so much colder. Yeah. So take me back to the good old days.
Woo!
Oh, I'd give anything to be that free again. Just one more summer night would never end. Time keeps rolling, only wearing down, and there's pain and sadness all around. So close your eyes and dream with me a while, and we can try and turn, yeah, we can try and turn that frown upside down. We always wish that we were older. Now that we are, everything's so much colder. Yeah. So take me back to the good old days. Yeah. So take me back to the good old days. Won't you take me back? Won't you take me back to the good old days?
Woo! Thank you, thank you.
I know that little bridge part psychs everybody out. I always get when I perform that live.
Well, okay,
Starts
so-
clapping in the middle. I'm like, psych.
We don't have any control over like when our video like goes back up. So then like
Oh, no way.
so we're
So I
like
psyched out the program.
yeah. But yeah, no. So amazing song. And what's the name of the barbecue kitty theme song? From
Good
your
Old Days.
Good Old Days. Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Good Old Days. Yeah.
So I don't know if you were fully versed, Dutch, on the drinking game that I like to put out there to the people and to the artists, but
I'm not sure. I mean, I'm all for drinking games, so.
Okay, so I refer to my jokes as the anti-boozy jokes rather than dad jokes because I'm more of like the pumpkin pie, champagne bringing aunt at the party that tells the jokes rather than the dad jokes. So what happened to the cannibal that showed up late for the barbecue? I'll give you about 7 seconds.
Do, 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 do.
They got the cold shoulder.
Oh, man. Wow.
Thank you. We need to get like a beat machine that does the da-na-na-na music in between the jokes and then the ba-dumps.
Yeah. You need one of those boxes, those boards that has just the sample boxes. So you can just hit it and it just like throws out a sound clip. Those are pretty cool.
Because it's kind of freaking awkward to like, it's just like me and the artist normally. And then I'm just like counting to 7 in my head. And I'm like, oh snap, there's people watching also on other platforms. And this is like kind of weird.
You could do the song too, but it's
oh gosh.
We're not singers. We're not talented like you guys, though.
Oh.
By the way, you have a very soulful voice. It's amazing.
Oh, sweet. Thank you. Yeah.
So you're a van lifer and an ultra talented musician. So best of both worlds.
Yeah. Yeah, I do things. I'm one of those people that I'm really ADD, so I'm constantly doing something new or different. I see something shiny, I'm like, let's try that. So,
Jack of all trades, master of none.
Yeah, I've been called that before. I brew. I spent 2 years of my life brewing. I was a chef for 7 years. I went to culinary school in Germany. Now I'm building houses, and I dabbled in photography. I'm nowhere near as good as Chelsea was. Chelsea was a professional photographer for a while.
Oh, amazing.
And yeah, I mean, there's just so many cool things to learn out there. It's just why settle for a couple, you know. I just started playing ice hockey again up here in Tahoe, which has been pretty rad.
Oh, fun.
I played last night. That was really exciting. And yeah, just there's so many cool things to try out there. You just got to get amongst it.
Have you ever pickled things? Because I'm diagnosed with ADHD, and I like literally I'm obsessed because I love like spicy and salty and
okay. All right, so I got to tell you, I make a mean pickle, but Chelsea just kills the kimchi. She makes the most amazing kimchi I think I've ever had. So if you like fermented spicy things, definitely when she's back up here, if you're lucky, she might give you her recipe. We'll
that would be amazing.
Play your cards right.
I love it. Okay, so Dutch, do you, once she comes back, do the two of you want to like do a little collab sesh? Or are we doing individual?
Yeah. Well, we have a new music project that we've written a couple songs that are on the verge of being released. We haven't released anything officially yet, but our collaboration music project is The Fox and the Hare, and we haven't like fully gone public with that yet. That's to come. But yeah, we've got a couple of songs that we've written that I don't know. Are we set up to do those? Pick one of them. Okay, cool. But she also does harmonies and stuff like that on some of my songs as well. So that could, in a way, count as collaboration stuff where we're both up here doing stuff together.
Right.
If you want, we can do one of those now if that works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
If you're into that. All right.
Absolutely.
This song is called Fostered. What do you need? Oh, there's a mic. Oh, no way. There's a hidden microphone in here.
Woo!
Sneaky. All right, cool.
But before you guys collab, let's just cheers. Cheers to Friday. Cheers to making it to October.
Yeah.
Happy
Wow.
birthday to you, Chelsea. Or belated birthday, and then happy birthday to Coco.
Thank you.
Yay!
And to Michelle of Jam.
All right. So yeah, this song's called "Fostered," and it's about being raised by people that are not blood relatives of mine, but were very instrumental, I guess you could say, in in my upbringing and becoming a responsible or fairly functional adult. And you know, I strived so hard as a child to try to be like them, even though I'm just a totally different wired kind of person. And this song, I guess, is an ode to them in a way, but also to embracing who you are and how you're wired, and not trying so hard to be like somebody else, even if they are your role model and you strive, like that's, you know, like your superhero in a way, or you know, how you want to be. At the end of the day, you're wired a certain way, and you're better off just embracing who you are as a person, and that transition, and that's it's a big, I don't know, big thing. Anyways, this is Foster, and I'm gonna shut up. Calling my name. The ice starts to melt and it's calling my name. Don't be sad. Don't ask if I'm coming back. Wild wind raised by those swaying trees, steadfast and sturdy I'll never be. Oh, even then I could hear them sing. Sing a song just calling me.
Woo!
Woo! Round of applause.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
So how you doing over there? You're not in like the midst of the smoke, right? So
No,
you're doing all right
That's finally
outdoors.
passed. It's fine.
Good.
The last couple of days it has been quite smoky. I think we've gotten some of the smoke from, down there blow in. But
I
we
heard
had
we're
like a
supposed
week
to
or so.
rain.
Oh, that would be amazing. I'm really excited.
That would be amazing. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It has been very unusually warm up here, though. I mean, we've had like, it's been up in the 80s, but it's crazy because we'll have like mornings. Most mornings are like down to 30, and so you go from 30 degrees in the morning to 80 degrees in the afternoon. So that's like a massive temperature swing, and that's very uncharacteristically warm.
The jam's getting
this
to them.
time of year. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, as drunk I am.
Okay, so I know I love just the infusion of the mythological aspects when it comes to the music, and for that, I have a joke.
Oh, here we go.
Get the bottle ready.
Yep. All right. No, you don't sip until if you get the answer and you correctly answer it and give the right response, which rarely happens, but it could, then you don't have to sip. You can give your drink to anyone. But knock, knock.
Who's there?
Howl.
Howl. Who?
How will you know unless you open the door?
Oh, I'm taking that. I'm gonna use that. I'm definitely using that.
Well,
I mean, I don't go to many places where I need to knock, where I have people knocking. But if I'm in that situation, I'm using that.
Time
for sure.
arrives.
If ever you decide to be really creepy,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep, there you go. Okay, so Dutch, have you been able to kind of conjure up an idea in your head in terms of a birthday song real quick before we head into the last like batch of maybe 2 songs back to back?
Okay. No.
That's okay. Real quick then, I'm going to shout out where we're actually tuning in live from. So here we've got Coco, my co-host. Do you want to be Kelly Ripa or Ryan Seacrest today?
Ooh, that's
It's
a
up to
tough
you.
one. I guess I'll be Kelly.
Okay.
Have to be.
So I should have gelled my hair
like
or something.
the main host, you know, I'm just the sidekick.
Well, no, we're co-hosts. You're the co-host.
Oh yes.
Bump. Oh boy. But we're tuning in live from First Street in downtown Napa. We're at the WAMS, as we call it, the Wine and Music Studio. It's our tasting room. It's our version of our estate in the downtown area of Napa. And even with all the fires and the smoke, we are in full operation right now. Indoor tastings are recommended, and we'd love to host you. We're having a good time. If you've heard any like shouting or like fun laughs, little giggles, they're coming from the people right out there. This is a soundproof studio, but people are having a good time, it seems like.
Yeah,
out there,
it's a packed house out there. People are having a real good time.
And we can find all of the music when it comes to Dutch and Chelsea linked below, in addition to where to find the Jam Cellars products.
Yeah, and don't forget, if you guys are tuning in and you love what you're hearing, send them a little tip in their Venmo.
You feeling tipsy over there? Out there, wherever you're tuning in from?
Yeah.
Drop $1. Drop $2.
Exactly.
How many degrees is it where you're tuning in from? If you're in California, it's probably upwards of 3 digits. Go ahead and send whatever temperature you're feeling in your area via tip.
Exactly.
But thank you to everyone who's been tuning in virtually for our fun little concert. And we're not quite done yet. We're about to approach the weekend, which is awesome. First weekend of October, so
yes, that much closer to Halloween.
Drop in the comments below what you're dressing up as, if anything. I have yet to figure that out for myself, but we'll get there eventually. Time's going real quick this year, though, so better get on it quick. especially sometimes things are shipping a little slower than usual. So if you want to order something in terms of a costume, got to be quick about it. And speaking of,
are you guys making jam sellers bottle costumes where it's like, you know, those slip-on costumes that you look like something else?
that would be
Ooh.
I feel like you should have like a bottle, wine bottle costume where your head pops out of the neck and you're like, hey, I'm a bottle of jam. You know what I'm saying?
do that.
I'd do it. I'd go for it.
You should dye your hair like
I feel like
cherry Coke color, and you could be
Yes.
jam, and then I'll be like toast.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I feel like the rosé, because it's candy. I feel like candy's kind of a stripper bottle.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm candy. And she's just like super drunk. She's like, I'm candy. I'm wine.
We'll assign
I'd
Michael.
pay to see that.
Yes. Michael would be
Job.
great as Candy.
Michael is for sure candy. Yeah.
He already like unbuttons his shirt almost all the way down every day. So.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. So really quick, you guys, let's do in whatever order, definitely like a 10-second or so snippet of a birthday song.
All right.
And then whatever song you want to close out with.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Chelsea.
Happy
Woo.
birthday, dear Coco.
And Michelle.
And
And
Chelsea.
Michelle. Happy
And Michelle.
birthday to you.
Michelle and Coco and Chelsea.
Do, 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 do.
Hey.
Oh my goodness.
That was like 10 seconds,
Cheers.
right?
That was
Sure.
perfect.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Happy birthday to everybody out there who's having a birthday.
Congratulations, you're older. Yay.
Yes. Getting closer to the end.
Closer to, I mean,
Have
for
more
real.
wine.
Drink up.
What do you call a werewolf?
Life's
who's
short, drink wine.
an interest in social justice?
Ooh, what do you call a werewolf that has an interest in social justice?
That's taken an interest in such. A werewolf.
Oh God.
It's not even like a play on words. It's kind of just like it's already
I know,
there.
that's just
A
like,
werewolf.
what?
They're aware. They're aware.
A werewolf.
Oh, Chelsea likes it. Thanks,
Yes.
Chelsea. If he's holding the bottle, take it from him and take a sip because you laughed. There you go. You deserve it.
Well,
you worked hard
we
for
are.
that.
Well, I'm excited to hear the last song that you guys are going to share with us.
Do it.
Is this going to be? Is this going to be from the collab project?
Collab project.
Collab. Are we doing roads?
Yeah.
Oh, roads. Okay. Mando too.
Thank you to everyone tuning in today. This is going to be the last song of the day, and I hope you're heading into your weekend with positive vibes. It's World Smile Day, so hopefully either this made you smile or something today is going to make you smile. And just thank you to Chelsea, to Dutch, to Coco, to everyone watching. Thank you.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Okay, working on it. Oh yeah, she's out. It's a mandolin.
It was almost an hour ago that I tuned it.
Yeah. It's pretty warm in here. So. Thanks again, guys, for having us. We're really stoked whenever we get an opportunity to jump on and play some songs for you guys. Like the girls said, we do have Chelsea has music on Spotify. I'm on SoundCloud for the time being. Spotify to follow. And if you go to her website, she does have merchandise on sale. She is an amazing visual artist as well, and you might see some of her art up there. She's constantly doing new stuff, so always stop into the website and see what's new and fresh, because she'll have some stuff for you to check out. And means a lot to us. It really helps support us. You know, food is good. And we're almost there. Oh yeah, there she is. All right, do we unmute? And oh, that's a mandolin there. You ready? Green signs, white lines. Hold up. Let's do this better. Can you unscrew that
Wait, I can just
and then drop it back a little bit? There we go.
and
That's
see.
better. Hey.
Pop it up a
Hey,
little.
guys.
Okay.
All right, cool. All right. You ready?
Check. Yep.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Green signs, white lines, red tail lights, white horse, green shores, and exit signs, bad food, cheap food, sleepless nights, and a whole lot of gas just to get here tonight. I ain't complaining, I ain't mad. These times on the best that I had. Goes on forever, never wanna be so bad. If it ends, well, I won't be sad. Green signs, white lines, red tail lights, white horse, green shores, and exit signs, bad food, cheap food, sleepless nights, just enough gas for tomorrow night.
Woo! We have had an amazing time. Thank you, Chelsea, and thank you, Dutch. You guys have rocked today, so to speak. And you're from Oakland, or Oakland based normally, right? So
Yeah, formerly.
shout out-
Now we're going to be Tahoe for a,
We'll be in Tahoe for a while.
yeah,
love that.
Tahoe's a great
maybe
place to live.
forever.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. I lived in Reno all through college, and I love specifically North Shore and West Shore, but
Yeah.
every shore in Tahoe is
Yeah, yeah.
amazing.
Nice.
So thank you so much. And for those of you watching, thank you also for tuning in. And you can find all that you need to know in regard to these two ultra talented artists' music in what's linked below, in addition to finding our wine. Sorry if you ran out of your supply of wine over the course of today's show because of all the silly jokes that I told. So sorry, but I'm not.
Sorry, give me that.
One joke I did tell yesterday, but I'm going to retell it, is so it's kind of whack because I have yet to see any like really good jokes in relation to Halloween or October. Never have I seen such boo sheet before in my life. Didn't even respond. Just
Oh
grabs
man,
the bottle.
just drink to that one.
Cheers, They look pissed.
And don't forget to be tipsy and tip them if you enjoyed the show.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chelsea. Thank you,
you.
Doug.
Yeah, you guys were amazing. Thank you so much.
Woo! Thank you. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Happy belated birthday.
Thank you.